So, next definition, 5.2, yung tinatawag nating divides. Let A and B be any whole numbers with A not 0. We say that A divides B and write A para siyang merong single parallel B, or itong symbol na to ay pwede natin basahin as divides. So, A divides B, comma, if and only if there is a whole number x such that AX is equals to B. So, the symbol A not divides B means A does not divide B. In words, A divides B if and only if A is a factor of B. When A divides B, we can also say that A is the divisor of B and A is a factor of B. B is a multiple of A and B is the divisible by A. So, yung symbol natin, yung nakikita niyo yung symbol kanina. So, yung symbol natin, okay ko lang. So, yung symbol natin, A divides B. Ibig sabihin nito, yung A dito, divisor. So, ito yung divisor. Yan. So, kung A ang divisor, ibig sabihin yung B ang magiging dividend. Ito ang dividend natin. Okay. Pwede rin naman na yung A is a factor of B. Yung A is one of the factor of B. We can also say that B is a multiple of A. Otherwise, yung B is a multiple of A. And yung B naman ay tinatawag din siya na divisible by A. So, B is divisible. Divisible by A. Okay, for example. For example, 4 divides 12. So, ibig sabihin dito, yung 4, yun ang divisor ng 12. So, pag nire-write natin siya sa usual, magiging ganito yun, 12 divided by 4. And ang sagot niya ay exact 3. Diba? So, kaya lumalabas na yung 4 ang nagiging divisor. Okay? So, yung 12, yun ang ating magiging dividend. Okay? Otherwise, pag ginawa mong 5, 5 is A or 5 does not divide 12, di ba? Why? Kasi pag kinuha natin ng 12 divided by 5, ay meron ka lang 2. Diba? Pero meron siyang remainder. Ang remainder niya ay 3. Okay. Ganon din ang ang 12 divided by 4, meron din siyang remainder. Ang remainder niya 0. So, ibig sabihin, ang pwede nating makita pwede natin sabihin na ang 12 is divisible by 4 since ang kanyang remainder ay 0. Otherwise, 5 is not divisible by 12, or 12 is not divisible by 5 since the result or the remainder is not 0. Okay? Okay, so example. So yung nakikita nyo ngayon, pwede nating i-verify kung yung mga yon ay true or false. Or say letter A. Letter A, 3 divides 12.
True.
True, kasi ang 12 ay divisible by 3 since ang remainder niya ay magiging 0.
0.
So, kaya ito ay true. Ito ay true. How about 216 is a multiple of 6? Pag sinabing 216, multiple of 6, ibig sabihin, pag dinivide mo yung 216 by 6, dapat ang remainder niya ay 0.
True, sir.
True. Kasi 216 divided
36.
by 6 is
36.
exact at ang remainder niya ay 0.
0.
So it is true. How about 7 divides 34? Ibig sabihin nun, 7 divides 34.
False.
Pag dinivide mo yung 34 by 7, ang kanyang remainder ay not 0. Okay, so it is not true or it is false. Next, 8 is a divisor of 96. Ibig sabihin, pag dinivide mo yung 96 by 8, dapat
12.
ang remainder
Yes.
niya ay 0. So, ang
True
remainder
po.
nito ay 0. So, ito ngayon ay magiging true. 51 is divisible by 17. So, dapat pag dinivide mo 51
Yes.
by 17, ang
3.
kanyang remainder ay 0. So, therefore, remainder niya 0, it is also true. Okay, letter F. Lahat ay naka-rewrite as factors or product of primes. Saka dapat pag kinuha mo yon, actually itong 2 square by 3 is equal to 12,
12.
di ba? At yung 2 cube times 3 square times 5, pwede siyang maging 8 times 9
9
times
times
5,
5.
and it is 8 times 45. Di ba? Yung 8 times 45 ay magiging
360.
360. Ibig sabihin, yung letter F natin, yung daw 12 divides 360. Ito ba ay true or false?
True.
True. Kasi ang kanyang remainder ay 0. So, therefore, ang letter F natin ay true. Okay? Okay, so ang next natin ay test for divisibility. Okay, let's have a warm-up. Some simple tests can be employed to help determine the factors of numbers. For example, which of the following numbers, 27, 45, 38, 70, and 111,110 are divisible by 2, 5, or 10. So sa case na to, pwede natin sabihin ng divisible by 2 ay pwede ang 38, 70, and 111,110. Yan for sure, divisible yon sa 2. Pag by 5 naman, pwede ang maging divisible by 5 ay yung 45, 70, 111,110. At kung by 10 naman, ang pag-uusapan, kung divisible by 10, meron tayong 70 and 111,110. Okay? So, paano nangyari yan? So, paano natin madaling nakita yung mga tinatawag na divisible numbers? Kasi nga, may mga rule sa bawat divisibility or tinatawag nating test for divisibility. So by the theorem 5.2, test for divisibility by 2, 5, and 10. A number is divisible by 2 if and only if its ones digits is 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. Kapag tingnan natin yung given number, basta siya ay yung kanyang ones digit ay ganito yung mga number na nakikita nyo. So, divisible by 2 yun. A number is divisible by 5 if and only if its ones digit is 0 and 5. Kapag naman nakita nyo yung kanyang ones digit, kung 0 naman at 5, so ibig sabihin divisible yon by 5. At kung divisible naman by 10, tignan mo lang yung ones digit, basta siya ay 0. So, divisible yon by 10. Pero sa case na to, kung ang number ay divisible sa 10, for sure, divisible din yon sa 5. At sa 2. Oo. Okay? Okay, now notice that 3 divides 27 and 3 divides 9 is also true that 3 divides the sum of 27 plus 9. And that 3 divides 27 minus 9. Okay? Pwede mangyari yan, no? Kasi yung dalawang given natin, 3 divides 27, 3 divides 9, are true for divisibility by 3. So, paano nangyari na yung sum ng dividends ay pwede maging divisible din by the divisor. Ganon din yung difference ng dividends ay naging divisible din doon sa ating divisor. So, by the theorem, if A divides M and A divides N, then A also divides to the sum of M plus N. And for letter B, if A divides M and A divides N, then A divides M minus N, provided that M is greater than or equal to N. If, for letter C, if A divides M, then A divides K times M. Okay, let's cite a proof for that theorem. For letter A, if A divides M, then A x is equal to M for some whole number x. And for the next, if A divides N, then AY is equal to N for some whole number Y. Therefore, by adding the respective sides of the two equations, we have AX plus AY is equal to M plus N. Or the quantity, kasi may common factor dito yung A. So we have A quantity X plus Y is equal to M plus N. Since X plus Y is a whole number, by definition, whole number for X and whole number Y. So since X plus Y is a whole number, this last equation implies that A divides the sum of M plus N. Okay? Part A in the presiding theorem can also be illustrated using the rectangular array description of divides. Let's look for figure 5.4. 3 divides 9 is represented by a rectangle with 3 rows of 3 blue dots. 3 divides 12 is represented by a rectangle of 3 rows or of 4 black dots. By placing the 9 blue dots and the 12 black dots together, there are 9 plus 12 dots arranged in 3 rows. So, 3 divides the sum of 9 plus 12. Okay, di ba? Pag tinignan natin using the figure of dots. So, itong blue dots natin, yun yung 3 divides 9. Meaning, 9 is divisible by 3. Galing yun yung black dots naman natin, 3 divides 12. So, yung 12 is a factor of 3. At pag pinagsama yung blue and black dots, so, same lang din. Pag pinagsama mo, yung magiging result nun, 9 plus 12 ay magiging magiging multiple din ng 3. Or yung 3 ay pwede siya maging divisor ng 9 plus 12. Okay, next theorem, 5.4, test for divisibility by 4 and 8. A number is divisible by 4 if and only if the number represented by its 2 digits is divisible by 4. Last 2 digits titignan mo lang yung last 2 digits dapat divisible by 4. And for the 8, a number is divisible by 8 if and only if the number represented by its last 3 digits is divisible by 8. Okay? Obserbahan natin. Notice that the test for 4 involves 2 digits and 2 squares equals to 4. Also, the test for 8 requires that one consider the last 3 digits and 2 cube is equals to 8. Example, determine whether the following are true or false and explain. So, check natin itong 4. For letter A, so ang gagawin mo lang, i-observe mo lang yung last 2 digits, yung 32. Observe mo lang itong 32 for letter A. Eh, di ba ang 32 divisible yung by 4? Kasi pag dinivide mo by 4 yon, ang kanyang remainder ay 0. Therefore, ang letter A natin ay true. 4 divides 1,432. Next, for letter A, sabi ng ating definition or ng theorem, para maging divisible by 8, tingnan mo yung last 3 digits. 204. So, ang tanong, yung 204 ba ay divisible by 8?
No.
204 by 8.
25.5.
So, meron siyang remainder other than 0. Therefore, ang letter B natin ay false. Okay, next, letter C. Yung bang 4 ay divisible sa 2,345,678. Check mo lang
No.
yung last 2 digits,
2 digit.
78. Ang tanong ay, yung 78 ba divisible by 4?
No.
So, ang sagot is not. Kasi ang kanyang remainder ay not 0. Kaya, ang letter C natin ay false. Next, letter D. Yung bang 8 ay divisible
Yes.
by 98,765,432. Pag chinek mo lang yung last 3, kasi by 8 yun So, yung last 3,
54.
pwede mo siyang i-divide by 8. At sakto ang kanyang result ay the remainder 0.
Remainder 0.
So, remainder 0, kaya ang letter D natin ay
True.
true. Yan. Okay? And that's it. Next test for divisibility by 3 and 9. A number is divisible by 3 if and only if the sum of its digits is divisible by 3. Pag kinuha mo lang yung given number, kuhanin mo yung sum ng each digits. Kung yung result ba nun ay divisible by 3, then the answer is yes. For 9 naman, for 9, a number is divisible by 9 if and only if the sum of its digits is divisible by 9. So, ganun din. Ibig sabihin, pwede ang mangyari na divisible by 9 and divisible din by 3. Pero hindi naman lahat ng numbers na divisible na sa 3 ay divisible din sa 9. So, case-to-case basis yan. Okay, so check natin ang letter A. Ang question sa letter A, kung yung bang 3 ay divisible by 12,345. So, ang gagawin mo lang, tignan mo lang yung dividend natin. Then, i-add mo yung kanyang H digits, gaya ng 1 plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, plus 5. So, meron kang 15. Tama, no? 15. So, ang tanong yung 15 ba divisible by 3? So, ang sagot ay yes. So, letter A, sagot natin dyan ay true. For letter B, yung bang 9 ay divisible sa 12,345. Pag kinuha natin yung sum ng digits, each digits ng 12,345, ang sagot natin doon ay 15. And 15 is not divisible by 9. So therefore, 9 does not divisible by 12,345. Sagot natin ay false. And for letter C, yung bang 9 ay divisible by 6,543. So check lang natin yung divisor. Then kuhanin natin yung number 6 times 5, or 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3. So magiging sagot natin dyan ay 18. At ang 18 divisible by 9. So, ang ibig sabihin, ang 9 is divisible by 6,540. So, it is true. Okay? Okay, so yan ang ating sagot doon. Okay, test for divisibility by 11. A number is divisible by 11 if and only if 11 divides the difference of the sum of the digits whose place values are odd powers of 10 and the sum of the digits whose place values are even power of 10. So when using the divisibility test for 11, first compute the sum of the two different set of digits and then subtract the smallest sum from the largest. Okay, let's cite an example when using the divisibility test for 11. Let's say for letter A, the question is 11 divides 5,346? By using the definition, we are going to add first. Okay, so dito sa case na to, ang ginawa natin dito para ma-verify natin kung yung ating 3 examples ay divisibles by 11. For example, sa letter A, 11 is divisible by 5,346. Ang question kung ito ba ay true. So, ang sabi din sa ating instruction, compute the sums of the two different sets of digits and then subtract the smaller sum from the larger. So, ang ginawa natin, in-add muna natin yung 5 and 4. So, 5 plus 4 is 9. At yung 3 and 6. 3 plus 6 also 9. Then, subtract natin yung smaller from larger. Since equal naman sila, so 9 minus 9 is 0. Then 0 is divisible by 11. Therefore, letter A is true. Next, for letter B, we have 11 is divisible by 909,381. So, i-add natin yung tinatawag nating set of digits alternate gaya ng 9 plus 9 plus 8. So, 9 plus 9 plus 8 is 26. At yung other alternate ay yung 0 plus 3 plus 1 is 4. Then, subtract natin yung larger dun sa smaller. 26 minus 4 is 22. And 22 is divisible by 11. Therefore, letter B is also true. And letter C, verify natin kung yung 11 ba ay divisible sa 76,543. So, check natin. I-add muna natin yung mga digits alternate. Yung 7 plus 5 plus 3 ay 15. At yung 6 plus 4 naman ay 10. So, subtract natin 15 minus 10 which is 5. And 5 is not divisible by 11. Therefore, letter C is false. Okay, next, theorem 5.7, test for divisibility by 6. A number is divisible by 6 if and only if both of the test for divisibility by 2 and by 3 hold. This technique of applying two tests simultaneously can be used in other cases. Also, for example, the test for 10 can be thought of as applying the tests for 2 and 5 simultaneously. By the test for 2, the one digits must be 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. And by the test of 5, the one's digits must be 0 or 5. Thus, a number is divisible by 10 if and only if it is one's digit is 0. Testing by divisibility by applying two tests can be done in general. So, ang pinaka sum up lang nito, kung gusto mo ma-verify kung yung number ba divisible by 6, kailangan divisible siya sa 2 at sa 3. So, sure na yon. Kung divisible na sa 2 pero hindi sa 3, ibig sabihin hindi rin pwede sa 6. Okay, so theorem 5.8, a number is divisible by the product, let's say A times B, of two non-zero whole numbers A and B, if it is divisible by both A and B, and A and B have only number 1 as a common factor. For example, let me check that 4 is divisible by 36 and 6 divisible by 36, but 24 is not divisible by 36. Oo, di ba? Yung 4 pwede sa 36 yon kasi pwede siya by 9. Yung 6 din sa 36 by 6. Pero pag kinuha natin yung product ng 4 and 6, hindi na yun divisible sa 36. Okay? Next, find the prime factorization of 5,148. Since the sum of the digits of 500 or 5,148 is 18, di ba? Pag kinuha natin yung sum nun, sinabing sum of the digit, 5 plus 1 plus 4, so 10 na yun, plus 8, and that is 18. And 18 is divisible by 9. So therefore, yung 5,148 is divisible by 9. Or in short, 5,148 is the product of 9 and 572. Next, check natin yung last two digit ng 572, which is 72. And 72 is divisible by 4. Okay, so therefore, 4 is divisible by 572. Thus, 5,148 is the product of 9 times 572, which is also equal to 9 times 4 times 143. Kasi yung 572 ay product yun ng 4 times 143. Next, check natin yung 143. If we're going to look for the sum of the alternate digits of 143 such that 1 plus 3, 1 plus 3 is 4, then minus dun sa opposite, which is 4, so magiging 0. And 143 is divisible by 11, according to the definition of divisibility by 11. So, at the end, yung 5,148 is divisible by 2 or equal by 2 square. Yung 2 square yun yung 4. 3 square yun naman yung 9. At yung 143 divisible by 11. And the last is 30. Okay? So, ang prime factorization ng 5,148 is 2 squared times 3 squared times 11 times 30. So, ito na yung pinaka-final answer natin. Okay? Determine whether 137 is a prime. Okay, by the solution, check muna natin kung yung 137 ay divisible by 2, 3, or 5. So, gamit ang test for divisibility. Kapag chinek natin by definition, pag kinuha naman natin yung sum 137, not divisible by 3, at yung 7, yung last or yung ones digit, hindi siya divisible by 2 and 5. So, check uli naman natin sa 7, 11, 13. So, pag kinuha natin yung product ng 7 times 19, that is less than 37 yung product na. At yung 7 times 20 naman ay greater than, yung product ng greater naman sa 137. So, therefore, so 7 is not divisible by 137. Next, by 11, check naman natin by 11. 11 times 12 is less than 137. And 11 times 13 is greater than 137. So, 11 is not divisible by 137. And yung 13, check natin. 13 times 10 is less than 137. That is 113. 13 times 11, that's greater than 137. So, 13 is not divisible by 137. Additional by 8. 17 times 8 is less than 137. And 17 times 9 is greater than 137. So, 17 is not divisible by 137. So, na-check na natin sa lahat ng mga test divisibility. Therefore, at the end, we can conclude that 137 is a prime number. And that's it.